Yes, yes, it was a Taekwondo kick that knocked out Ronda Rousey. I knew when I said that online, outside of like my own pages, I knew when I said that there would be people that would just lose their minds over the idea that anything from Taekwondo had anything to do with bringing down one of MMA's most sacred of sacred goddesses. But it was a Taekwondo kick. The way that Holly Holmes executed that knockout kick is the same way it's executed in Taekwondo forms. Specifically ITF Taekwondo forms. Where, and especially, where you're kicking and you drop down, you drop the lead arm. Instead of keeping it in a guard, you extend the lead arm out. The way she delivered her roundhouse kick is very similar to the way that some people deliver their side kick in the form 1-yo. Not only that, it is the same way I see people kicking in Taekwondo when they do some of their head kicks. A lot of people like to extend the arm out and kick with the same leg because they believe it gives them more power. I personally don't like to kick that way. And I try to teach people not to kick that way outside of forms. But there are people that prefer to kick that way. And a lot of people in Taekwondo kick that way. Now, I'm not saying that Holly Holmes won the fight with all Taekwondo techniques. I didn't even tell my students that. I gave credit where credit was due. I said she used her knowledge of boxing to control the spacing in the ring and to set up Ronda Rousey with her punches to get her pre-knocked out or pretty much already knocked out on her feet. She used knowledge of judo. You may say jiu-jitsu too, but to me I would say knowledge of judo to block Ronda Rousey's favorite technique. Ronda loves Harai Goshi. So she used judo to block that technique and to get up from a ground session when she no longer wanted to be on the ground. And then when it came time to actually deliver a knockout blow, she used a Taekwondo kick. Okay. Now, is there overlapping techniques in Taekwondo and kickboxing? Of course there are. Because I started doing some research. And this is going to anger, what I'm about to say is going to anger both kickboxing and Taekwondo people. But they were both developed around the same time from karate, from Japanese karate. They both come from Japanese karate, which comes from Chinese kung fu, which comes from Indian martial arts, which comes from African martial arts. But that particular kick, the way it was delivered, that's a Taekwondo kick that Holly Holmes used to knock out Ronda Rousey. You may call me any name that you like. And I figured that some of you would go off because of this pathological need that a lot of martial artists have to hate Taekwondo. And I'm going to make a video about that in the future. But I stand by my statement that it was a Taekwondo kick. That was the finishing move. That's it. It was a Taekwondo kick that was the finishing move. But it was not Taekwondo that used the, I don't know what the term is called, even though I took some boxing, but the ring control. I think it's called ring craft. The ring control, where she clearly controlled the spacing. And she used her footwork from boxing and her hands to get Ronda set up so that she could do the coup de grace with her foot. So that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Feel free to flame and just storm away because you hate Taekwondo so much. You act like Taekwondo came and robbed you or something.